sorry. Thought you might be one of those forged maniacs, but you don't have the burns. A group of them took over the old ironworks, and they'll shoot you just as soon as look at you.
And there's that girl of Warren.
To think, the ironworks used to be such a nice place.
Look, I'm being serious here. These guys don't mess around. That bastard son of mine, Jake, snuck out in the middle of the night to join them. He grabbed my granddad's old sword. It's the closest thing I've got to an heirloom. If you really are with the Minutemen, and you want to help, well, it would mean a lot to me if you could get that sword back.
What about your son, Jake? You don't care what happens to him?
I didn't raise my boys to be raiders. As far as I'm concerned, he's dead to me.
You want me to take a knife from a gunfight? Oh, this is a whole new level of stupid, even for me.
You're doing me a big favor, and I'll make it up to you as best as I can.
Who's there? Last mistake!
Hold up.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Hey there, friend. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
Nice to meet you. It's good to see the Minutemen taking the Commonwealth back.
Good. Just send word if you ever need our help. That's what we're here for.
Good to know. Hey, it was awfully nice to meet you.
Nice chatting with you.
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
What are you shooting at?
heard you talking with Abraham. Did he even mention our son?
You mean Jake?
Yeah, my youngest, Jake. I guess I shouldn't call him a boy, though. That's probably part of the problem. The two of them were at it again, and Jake must have taken off to that ironworks like he was going on about.
Don't bring it up to Abraham. But if you find my boy, you bring him home. I'll get the two of them sorted out. I'm counting on you.
Hey.
Go ahead. Do you think we're ready to retake the castle?
No, we're not ready yet.
Your call. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger. I've got something a bit different. Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
If you want to help out, pick some ears of corn and bring him here.
Heard you talking with my pa. Mom still thinks she can straighten stuff out with him and Jake, but I don't know.
What happened between them?
Well, they've been at it for years, but this last time may have been the breaking point. The Forged moved into the ironworks not long ago and started recruiting. At first, things were fine, but recently they've started raiding. Jake told us he was thinking about joining them. Said he'd send back supplies to us so Dad and Mom wouldn't have to work so hard. You can probably guess how well that went over with my pa. Sorry, I know this isn't really your problem. Well, I'll be around if you're looking to trade. Got a few supplies I can trade. One thing we don't need is more junk. Enough of that already.
Not now.
Looking to trade, or did you come here to admire the Commonwealth's largest collection of junk?
It's a pretty impressive collection.
Yeah, that's my dad's stuff. Some of it he found out in the wastes, but most of it comes from the salvage yard across the river. Ever since the Gunners moved in, he's been sneaking over there at night to steal from them.
Your father's pretty fearless.
That's one way to put it. He says he collects all that scrap because he likes to tinker. But I think it's more than that. I think he's curious about the past, and he wants to hold on to it. If you ask me, living in the past is a waste of time.
I miss the past. I'd go back in a second if I could.
Then you must not be from the Commonwealth. We've got it pretty good now. At least, compared to how it used to be.
If you say so.
No, it's true. My dad says there was a time when you couldn't grow much of anything out here. A farm like ours would have been impossible. It was more dangerous, too. There were some big raider gangs back then, and a lot more feral ghouls and super mutants than there are now. If you wanted to be safe, you had to live near one of the bigger settlements, like Diamond City. So, the people banded together and fought hard to make the Commonwealth a safer place. At least, that's how my father tells it. I'm sure you're bored to death by now. Still, it's good talking to you. Hope I'll see you again.
Hey there.
Looking to trade, or did you come here to admire the Commonwealth's largest collection of junk?
It's a pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's some of it. Ever since the Gunners moved in, he's been...
Sounds pretty dangerous.
He knows that salvage yard pretty well, but he says he collects all that scrap because he likes to tinker. I think he's curious. If you ask me,
What makes you say that?
Because things used to be so much worse.
I'm glad to hear that things are better.
That makes two. Well, it's been good talking to you.
Excuse me.
If you're here to stock up, I've got some supplies. The junk you see laying around isn't for sale, though.
Sure.